Hello there, Abundant Life Living Community. It is I, Tanya LaShawn Bryant, your transformational life coach, your licensed master social worker. I am a coach that really has a heart to help women transform their lives through learning how to shift their mindset. I really am the heart also behind Abundant Life Living, um, which is my coaching and mentoring business. And I am so excited that you are here. I'm so excited about being here. So today I want to introduce to you, or I want to take you guys on a journey that I anticipate we will be on till for the remainder of this year. And so this journey really has the power to shift your life from being in survival mode to abundance, right? So shifting your life from survival to abundance emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and even financially. Because when we begin to get our emotions and our mental and our spiritual stuff right, we get our money right. Right. And so I'm diving into something, or my campaign, if you will. It's called Know Thyself, Love Thyself, Heal Thyself. Right. And so over this next couple of months, we're going to dive deep into personal transformation. So why am I even focusing on this? Why now? Well, first of all, we live in a world that teaches us to look outside for validation, but healing starts inward. We've got to go inward. And so this campaign of Know Thyself, Love Thyself, Heal Thyself, this was birthed out of my own experience, my own wins, my own breakdowns, my own breakthroughs, moments where I asked myself, excuse me, who am I? What do I need? So many women carry hidden hurt. They carry responsibilities that aren't necessarily theirs, and they struggle with identity. And this is an invitation to come back home to you. Let me say that again. This journey of know thyself, love thyself, heal thyself is really an invitation for you to come back home, to come back to who you are. And so over this next couple of months, this campaign of know thyself, love thyself, heal thyself, there's it's a three-phase transformational framework, if you will. So the first aspect, know thyself, you are going to learn about your values, about your strengths, patterns, and purpose. When we look at love thyself, this is where you begin to really build that confidence within. You build the confidence, you build your self-compassion, your emotional durability, resilience, right? Then we look at the third phase, is healing thyself. So this is where we do the healing work of going in and forgiving ourselves, forgiving others, looking at our child, our childhood, looking at that inner, doing the inner child work and restoration, right? So we have a lot cut out for ourselves. Understand that this journey isn't about perfection, but it's about peace. You coming into a peace where you finally can accept you for who you are, right? That doesn't mean that you can't grow, that you can't expand, but many of us need to learn to just accept ourselves, to love ourselves, to love our skin, to love our inner man, to love our outer man. Again, that doesn't mean that we can't grow, that we can't change, right? I often listen to Dr. Larry Reed, and he has that the word change there is kind of like a definition, and he talks about change meaning consistently having, he says amazing, I say anointed, so amazing new growth experiences. So even as we go on this journey of knowing thyself and loving thyself and healing thyself, right? We're experiencing growth. We're going to be changing. We're going to be constantly having amazing new growth experiences as we learn about us, as we learn to love ourselves in the fullness of who we are. Excuse me. So, what can you expect? So each week I will do a live stream or a post a video, most likely on Mondays and either Fridays, or I'm still deliberating the second week. I just didn't want that to stop me from going live. So definitely Monday I will be posting a video, and then I'm still determining when the next day will be, most likely either Thursday or Friday. In addition, each time I'm teaching or whatever, you can expect to get some journaling prompts to help you with the topic that we might be addressing, because it's not just about you sitting and listening to me, but it's about you doing the work. Right? So the journal prompts are a way to help you begin to reflect, to help you begin to analyze and question yourself. Affirmations. You all know, if you've been following me, that I love affirmations, right? These are positive statements that really can help us transform and change mindsets. And so you can know that I'll challenge you to take actions, not just to sit and listen, but to do your work, right? To you take action. Additionally, I will be having a monthly masterclass with community sports, community support, and then different tools to help you begin to shift your mindset so that you can shift your life, right? This is something that is really dear to me, because as I said, I'm only doing stuff that I know that I've experienced. And so this is something that I'm working through, that I am doing the work, and even in my own life. So I want to invite you to begin to do that work. Now, as we're talking about this, know thyself, love thyself, heal thyself, I want you to, and you know what? I should have posted. Let's see. I'm going to ask you a question. And let's see if I can. I'm going to see if I can post it, the question. Let's see. And nope, that's not what I wanted to do. This one. Here we go. So I have posted this question, and this is something that you can add to your, you can begin to write in your journal, because we're starting this work right now. So what part of you, so me, if you were talking to yourself, what part of me have I been neglecting because I've been focused on surviving? Wow. I want you to begin. This is kind of the work, I want you to reflect on that. What part of you have you been neglecting because you've been focused on surviving? Right? I could just, just full transparency. I recently changed jobs. And the previous job that I've had, though I loved working with the clients, it was just immensely intense. And so I felt like I was losing myself because of the work. I was so busy trying to take care of everybody else that I wasn't taking care of me physically, my health. I'm on this whole journey, and this is something that I'll share. But I neglected me because I was so focused on the job, and the job almost overtook my life. So I had to take the reins back. I had to begin to make the shifts so that I can begin to focus on me. And so I want you to write down, and let's see, let me put this here. Write down 3 things you need to return to yourself for. Write down 3 things you need to return to yourself. All right. So again, I needed just to I needed to return back to me. I needed to take care of myself physically, emotionally. I needed to get my joy back, right? And so let me take this off. Let's edit. Let's see if it's going to let me add this to it as well. Okay. And so save. And so then I put it in there. So the question is, what part of you have you been neglecting because you've been focused on surviving? And then I want you to write down 3 things you need to return to for yourself or to yourself, right? And so just examples, you may need to, this may be stillness. You need to be able to get quiet, so that you can begin to think. You may need joy. You may need boundaries or creativity. This is an invitation for you to make yourself a priority, for you to make yourself a priority, right? And so that's what this whole campaign is about, in you learning to, and let me pull it up here. I'll put this back up. But again, our campaign of know thyself, love thyself, heal thyself. That's what I'm going to be focusing in on, right? You learning to make yourself a priority, learning to make you a priority. So my homework to you is, again, asking yourself, what part of you, of me, have I been neglecting because I've been focused in on surviving, right? And so there's a season when we focus in, when we have to survive, but then we've got to get out of that season so that we're not just surviving, because in survival mode, we are so focused in on surviving that we forget everything else. And so if we're going to begin to really know thyself, love thyself, and heal thyself, we've got to become back and make ourselves a priority. Okay. So again, write down 3 things you need to return back to for you. What do you need to return back to? What do you need to get back? I needed to get, like I said, I needed to get back my joy. That job was sucking the life out of me. And it was not allowing me to live, right? And so what do you need to do? What do you need to create for yourself? What are those things that you need to return back to? Because you have been neglecting yourself. Now, as I said, I will be on twice a week, definitely on Mondays. Not sure if it's going to be Thursday or Friday. And that's why you want to make sure that you set the notifications when I am live, right? And so this is a time for transformation. This is, as I said earlier, this is all about really a personal transformation that you are about to take. We're diving into this campaign of know thyself, love thyself, heal thyself, right? And so I want to invite you to make sure that you come along in this journey and that you prepare yourself for the work that needs to take place. Let's see. So I want to make sure I got all my stuff that I wanted to talk about. So yeah, so this really is um, a time for you, right? Um, I am going to be launching a community where we will be able to interact, be able to share. And so I will be posting that information as soon as it's up and go ready to go. Um, you need to understand that as we're talking about loving thyself, healing thyself, knowing thyself, loving thyself, and healing thyself, you are worthy of the love and healing that you desire. Say that I am worthy of love and healing. I am worthy of love and healing. I am worthy of love and healing. I honor who I become and becoming. I'm connected to my truth. I give myself, you have to give yourself permission to evolve. I release myself to what no longer serves me. I'm grounded in love and guided by peace. I walk boldly in my worth. I choose healing every single day. These are a couple of affirmations, and I will, as I build this community, I will put those affirmations. So this is something that you can begin to speak over your life daily. Remember, you are worthy of love and healing that you desire. I am so honored to be able to walk along with you in this journey, right? I want you to know that I'm excited. I'm excited for what's about to happen in your life as you go forth to know thyself, love thyself, and heal thyself. Now, I want to offer you, and this is a way for me to for us to keep in touch and make sure that you're on my mailing list. I want to encourage you to download my free Overcoming Limiting Beliefs. You can go to www.bit.ly/limits2024. It's scrolling across the bottom of the screen of the website. It's absolutely free. It's a ebook that really kind of just details what limits, how you can overcome limiting beliefs in your life. When we believe something, we think it to be true. And many of us have some erroneous beliefs that we need to reshape and reframe. And so, excuse me, this book really is designed to help you overcome limiting beliefs. It's a free downloadable workbook for you to really begin to do the work as you are learning to know yourself, love yourself, and to heal yourself. Again, you can go to www.bit.ly/limits2024. The website is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Go ahead and make sure you get that book today. Thank you again so much for joining. I will see you either on Thursday or Friday. Keep your notifications on so that way you know when I'm live. God bless you. Go live an abundant life. Talk with you soon.